Hello, thank you for stopping by at the Academy YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show to you how to configure your DHCP server for virtual machines on Virtualbox. As you may be aware that DHCP simply means Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. So I'm going to show you how to set up this protocol of this server. Now, just for information, a DHCP server is a network device that automatically assigns IP addresses and other network settings to devices on the network. So what it does for you is to allow devices on the network to pick IPs from the server. Okay, now how it works. Typically, when a DHCP server is set up, it performs four major things. One is device discovery. So a device on the network sends a DHCP discovery message to the network, and then the second step is DHCP offer, where the DHCP server responds with a DHCP offer message, which includes an available IP address and other network settings, so the node or the device eventually gets that IP. And then 3, DHCP request. The device sends a DHCP request message to the DHCP server requesting the offered IP address. And then the last step or the last stage is what we call DHCP acknowledgement, where the server responds with a DHCP acknowledgement message confirming that the IP address has been assigned to the device that has requested. Now, there are benefits for this. Now, for you to set up the DHCP server, there are benefits. One is that there is ease of network configuration, where the DHCP simply simplifies the network configuration by automatically assigning the IP addresses and other network settings. So it takes the burden off the shoulders of the network administrator. And then the second benefit of doing this is that it allows it reduces administrative burden of managing IP addresses and also managing network settings. And the last one, which is not the least, is that it ensures improved network flexibility. In this case, the DHCP allows for easy changes to be made on your network. So one of the key components is what we call the IP address pool, which is a range of IP addresses that the server can assign to devices as they come online, and then they're able to pick the IP addresses which are available. And then the second component is what we call the list time. The list time is the duration for which a device can use an assigned IP address. So when an IP address is assigned to a device, the device has a duration, a length of time that IP can be used. And then the third component is the subnet mask. The subnet mask associated with the IP address pool is one of the essential components of DHCP configuration. And then we have the default gateway. Of course, the default gateway is the IP address of the default gateway for that very network. And then the last one, we have the DNS servers, which are the IP addresses of the DNS servers of the very network. So these four are the major components of the DHCP configuration. So I'm going to show you how to set this up now on the Virtualbox for virtual machines. Now, if you need to know why we need to set up virtual machines, you can watch my video which I've explained the need for virtual machines, how to build virtual machines. And then also for virtual machines networking, there's also a video. You need to check that up to see the different modes and configurations of network adapters that are available on Virtualbox, and how and what they mean for your device. Now, for this experiment, there are two major tools that I'm going to use. I'm going to use Virtualbox, and the Virtualbox is going to have some virtual machines. So you are at liberty to, of course, go to Oracle website and then download your Virtualbox and install. And then then you get your virtual machine, any one that you want to use. So this is the architecture of the experiment that I want to do, or the architecture. So the host PC is running Windows 10, and then I have Oracle Virtualbox installed on the Windows 10, and then on the VirtualBox I have two virtual machines. I have Windows 10 virtual machine and I have Kali Linux virtual machine. So I'm going to set up the network. I'm going to set up the DHCP server and then see if the two machines can see themselves, can talk. Okay. So you can see this is my VirtualBox. So you can see my two machines are running. So I'm just going to do Control H. Sorry, I didn't get that. Control H brings up the network configuration environment. So you can see on top here we have create, we have remove, and we have properties. So I'll click on create. I'm going to OK this. And then it's trying to create a network interface card for me. So I'm just going to hold on to see. Okay, it has created. You can see VirtualBox host only Ethernet adapter 2 is selected here. So I'll come here and let me come to adapter, and I'm going to change this adapter configuration to manual. So I'm going to give an IP address 192.168. Let me say .10.1. Then I go to DHCP server, then enable the server, and I'm going to do this IP .10.2, and then that's the server address, and then I'm going to leave the solid mask the way it is. Then the lower address bound, I'm going to do 10.3, and then for the upper bound I'm going to do .10.254, and then I apply this. Yes. Okay, so once this is done, I'll go to, of course my machine's already running. If your machines are not running, you can just start. Okay, mine are running, so let me go to my Linux, which I call it Hacker OS. Let me bring it up. Let me sign in to Kali. Okay, so I'm here now. Okay, now let me bring up my Windows VM. Okay, yes, this way. So I'm going to change the network settings of my Windows OS. So go to network settings. I'm going to select something. So adapter 1, I've changed it attached to host only adapter, and then I'm going to use this one, VirtualBox host only adapter 2. I will OK it, and then I'm going to check if that if it has taken an IP address from the pool, from the server I just created. So I'll go and look. Okay, let me look for CMD. Okay, so I'm here and I'm going to do IP config/all. So let's see. Okay, you can see my DHCP server. You can see that it is .2 as I assigned earlier, and then my IPv4 address, you can see .10.3. Okay, .10.3. Okay, so now let me do same for my Kali OS. Bring up a terminal, and then I do Okay, I'll have to change the network settings as well. Go to devices, network settings, adapter 1 attached to host only, and then adapter 2. Okay, so at this point I can do if config. So you can see under it is 0, I see inet 192.168.10.4, so it's in that same class. Okay, that range of IP. Okay, so I'm going to do a ping. Let me do ping. I'm going to ping Kali from Windows 192.168.10.4. Let's see. So it's replying. So it means that my Kali, my OS is able to see my Kali. They can talk to themselves. So you can see that I've been able to set up a DHCP server on my VirtualBox, and I've been able to allow my two machines to pick IP addresses from the pool that I created, and then I'll be able to ping, and then it shows that Windows is seeing Kali. So I can do same from Kali. I can ping Windows from Kali and see if they can talk to them. So that is how simple it is to configure your DHCP server from VirtualBox. I hope you do enjoy this video. If you do, please go ahead and subscribe, share, and like, and then watch other videos in the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.